So, Bridger, I'm certain that Walter is, in fact, the sloth that believed he could fly. I believe I can fly. Look, my cat thinks she's a dog. She fetches. Also, just to cover you Wednesday, here are some sources for that story you told on Wednesday, in case it sounded far-fetched to anyone. Also, congratulations for your reward for special services to the school. I hope you got the right guy. And I think we must expect great things from you. Terrible, yes, but great. Name that book. On Wednesday, you said I had a lot of stories from school and set me up to talk about one. The thing is, I heard that in your video and I immediately drew a blank. I know I have a lot of good stories from school, but I could not think of one. Maybe that's because even though I have many of these stories, the best of them are well-guarded secrets because of how blatantly embarrassing they are. So how about we talk about the source of that embarrassment? The teachers! I've had my fair share of teachers from all sides of the spectrum, luckily mostly on the good side, but holy crap did the ones in the bottom left corner need fired. And now that I've taken a half an hour out of my day to make this graph, let's just go through them all one by one. I'll start at the top right corner and work my way down to the less good teachers. Mrs. Hamburg was my 4th and 5th grade teacher, and well, she put up with me. I would not have. All joking aside though, she's up in that corner for more than just putting up with an over-imaginative 10-year-old. I literally spent 5 minutes thinking of a sentence to put here, and couldn't. She's that awesome. Thanks, Mrs. Hamburg. Mr. Reschke, dear heavens, I hope I spelled his name right. He was easily the best math teacher I have ever had. I tend to hate on the public school system because in my experience, no child left behind ends up meaning everyone fall back with the kid that doesn't care. Mr. Reschke made sure that that was not the case. He would meet in the back of the classroom with the kids that did not get it and make sure that whatever it was they weren't getting, he explained thoroughly. And the kids who were ahead of the curve, he gave more advanced work to do in the other room. It was just great. And I also loved watching him throw dry erase markers at the kid that was being a dingbat. Thanks, Mr. Reschke. Mrs. Schwartz was just always happy and found herself in this top right corner because of 2 things she did. One, she set an alarm on her phone, because I didn't have one at the time, to remind me to go get my med from the nurse. The days when I forgot to do that, and my teachers forgot, and the nurse forgot, were just bad. So when she had the idea of setting that alarm, I thought it was just pure genius. And number 2, in her class we listened to the 1938 radio recording of The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, to whose work I am now addicted. Thanks, Mrs. Schwartz. Hey, Bridger. Remember Gerfels? Mrs. Pohlmeyer was the reason I was never in Mrs. Schwartz's class. It was her favorite class because, aside from building simulated metropolises and attacking them with Godzilla, all we really did in that class was play with brain teasers for the entire hour. Like this weird Rubik's branded Spire Sudoku thing, and this weird Rubik's branded thing, and this not so weird Rubik's branded thing that I forgot the top layer algorithms to already. And then there were the rush hour games. You know what made those rush hour games so fun? That they weren't actual rush hour. Suppose the district could have done a better job at stressing the importance of that class in the curriculum. Oh well. Thanks, Mrs. Pohlmeyer, for Recess Study Hall Arbitrary IQ Building class. I hope you liked this video on apparently my favorite teachers. I had no idea what I was going for when I was writing this. Thank you to all the teachers who have taught and helped me throughout the years. I can't believe we're seniors already.